Hey everyone, Gerald Pauschmann here for The Point TV. Circuses, zoos, aquariums, dogfighting, hunting, fishing, horse racing and bullfighting. Now all of these practices keeps animals in captivity and use them against their will for human entertainment. People of course take part considering them fun, entertaining, artistic or cultural, but none justify the forcing of animals into confinement to suffer and die for our benefit. Now, of course, in the past, in Roman circuses, elephants, humans, tigers and other animals were killed for the sake of amusing spectators. In Old England, bears were forced to fight dogs until one of the two died. And until very recently, in a Spanish town, goats were thrown to their deaths from the church tower during festivals. Now, all of these forms of entertainment have finally been rejected by the majority of society, though still many more forms of abuse are yet to be questioned and eliminated. Now, many of these legal abuses disgust us, while others appear to be perfectly acceptable. But just like the Roman circuses, it is probable that they will one day be seen as unacceptable to society. Now, of course, for some, circuses attract the public, especially children, for being colourful, fun and original. Sadly, the reality is a sad one for animals incarcerated in them, because circuses often travel many kilometres between different sites, and animals invariably suffer. The temporary accommodation for animals, confined quarters, as well as abusive training practices inflicting pain and stress means a life of misery for lions, tigers, elephants, and domestic animals in circuses. You would have to agree that natural behaviours are thwarted and animals have to endure performances several times a day. Visitors to animal circuses learn nothing about the natural behaviour of animals, only that it is acceptable to enslave them. The practice of enslaving animals and teaching them tricks implies that the animals' own lives hold no inherent value in their own right. An organisation out there called Animal Equality urges people to visit animal-free circuses, as these are indeed fun for everyone. If you have been listening or watching to any of my videos or podcasts, over the years I have debated with many people about the viability of zoos, and in my opinion, zoos are prisons in which hundreds, sometimes thousands of animals are encaged for the enjoyment of paying visitors. Animals in zoos are caged for life and are deprived of the opportunity to develop and fulfill the full range of their interests and needs. They lose control over their lives and the environment that they live in. Social animals are often forced to live in the misery of solitary confinement, and animals who would prefer to live alone are often forced into close contact with others. Some animals are confined next to their predators, and some are held in crammed, barren environments where they are constantly bullied by cage mates. Many animals are taken from their families and sent to other zoos or killed when their group size exceeds the space allotted to them. Many zoo animals suffer from zoochosis, a term used to describe repetitive stereotypic behaviour such as swaying from side to side, head bobbing, and pacing. The complex emotional and social relationships animals need to thrive are destroyed in captivity. The alleged educational role of zoos needs to be challenged if we want to live in a just and equitable society that respects animals. If zoos teach anything, they teach us dangerous lessons. They teach us that humans have the right to enslave animals and reinforce the notion that animals have no right or no purpose other than for our gain. Zoos do not teach us to respect individuals. The behaviour of animals in zoos is typical of many other animals in captivity. It is stunted and unnatural. Zoos do not teach children about the natural attributes of animals. On the contrary, zoos provide a distorted image and teach them how animals should not be living. This disturbed and often bizarre behaviour of animals in zoos provides further evidence that holding animals in captivity is simply wrong. If we want to instill values in children such as respect for others, we should start by not visiting places that enslave and cage animals for life. And of course, there is the one topic that I've had personal threats made against me, and that is hunting. Hunting is considered a sport in many countries around the world. As a result of millions of animals die every year, The most common practice is small game hunting, in which the victims tend to be partridges, turtle doves, rabbits, and aquatic and migratory birds. There is also big game hunting, in which the victims include deer, lions, elephants, bears, tigers. Hunters use guns to kill certain individuals, and lead pellets to kill, injure, and mutilate others. Cruel and barbaric blood sports have no place in modern-day society. There are the other spectacles which exist where animals are used to serve as human purpose. Rodeos, bullfighting, horse and greyhound racing are just some of the examples. In all of these, the same is wrong and repeated. Animals are created, raised, bought, sold and used for their human entertainment to their detriment. You see, once a monetary value is placed on such an animal, you lose the argument for education, conservation and entertainment. I can give you an answer to all of these barriers. Just simply go and visit the wonderful creatures on their turf. Nothing can be more satisfying than watching an animal perform naturally, whether it's on one of the great oceans, the jungle, the deserts or the mountains. When profits are a priority over freedom, we have lost our humanity. Thanks for watching.